Right, as promised, number 4, 16 minutes later. So my major role, I was minding my own business, doing my own job and hobbies, and my dad rang up one day saying, I'm putting you on a museum trip to Russia. And he told me the name of the chap, and funnily enough I already knew him. I'm not going to say who it is here. And so in the 90s I went to Russia, and I wasn't sure, I had an idea of what I was supposed to do over there, but didn't know how big it was, you know. And as it was, it all went swimmingly smoothly and everything. And I met up with 2 chaps who'd come from America as tourists. I was a tourist, come from America as tourists, and they were from Material Command. In other words, wanted to check out all the goodies, and they got us into some brilliant places. We went to 10 different museums, including Kubinka Tank Museum, and we went to the thing that they were interested in was the Tankers Day Parade, and they managed to get us on that. And it was really funny because we were in the audience, and there was vehicles driving up and down, and it wasn't it was a tank regiment barracks that was used. The tanks went from there to shoot the Russian Parliament building when they took over. So it was that same barracks. So anyway, we were in the audience, and I had a digital video camera, which funnily enough I took to the Otterburn for the UFO thing too, and pulled it out and started videoing. And I looked, there's a lot of messing about behind me, and I looked up, there's all these chaps with these huge peak caps in all green uniforms, all going, look, he's videoing, look. And everyone, and the big chap with all the most scrambled egg and all this said, no, perestroika is going. It's okay. They're with us, sort of thing. So I managed to video a lot of this. And Kubinka Tank Museum, that was great. We went to various other police museums and a lot of outdoor stuff, Menino Aerospace. And on the day that we were in the big hotel there, the one built by the German Hotel Ukrainia. Yeah. And I was phoned by somebody, and it was a girl. And initially I put the phone down because I thought there was prostitutes waiting in the cafe downstairs, and they'd ring on the hotel telephone to see if you wanted. But I was shacked up with somebody, in another one of our military vehicle people, in another place. So, you know, I used to I'd say, no, it's okay, put the phone down. So went downstairs, and this girl came up to me and said, come on, it's me. You know, I'm supposed to see your dad, but apparently he's busy. So I said, oh, okay. So we went to a cafe. She didn't know much English, unfortunately, so it was a bit difficult. But basically, they were selling something, and I managed to buy 170 of these items, and it took. I'll tell you what, I nearly had a heart attack when she said, yes, it's going to cost this much. And then she said, luckily, you know, I only had a couple of £100 on me. But she said, don't worry, it's all been sorted. Some very, the elite, some very elite people have just stumped up the cash. And she said, I think they want to get these out of our hands because we'll only sell them to somebody else. So there was that. I can't say what they were, but you can imagine they were quite important. And that I didn't see her again. That was it. She was going to come to a museum with us. Said yes, I'll do that. Trying to look touristy, you know. But didn't come in the end. So we visited a few more museums, and that was it. We came back, and next thing you know, my dad said, "Yeah, well done. We take delivery in a couple of months. Everything's got to be serviced first." And police car. We're all on edge. But basically, that was my first major role. Only lasted, when we had finished talking in the cafe, we went and met the other boys in the pub down the road, and they all said, "Oh, who's that? She's quite pretty, etc." Which is what they do to you, to put you in the mood to buy stuff. But she didn't know much English, unfortunately, but she had made enough to show me paperwork and diagrams and stuff like that. So, and what they were going to do to these things to make them usable. So that was that. That was my first major role. And like I said in the last video, short and sweet. We were there about an hour, and then we went to the pub and didn't say anything. She said, "Don't mention anything." I said, "No, they don't know anything, not even the Material Command boys." So, but they would have been horrified. I'll tell you. Oh dear. Now, I've said too much basically, so I'm going to call it a day there, I think.